Listen to me carefully. You are not broke. You are not poor. You are not stuck, unless you believe you are. The richest minds in the world, they didn't start with wealth. They started with intention. Welcome to Motivation Blessing, the place where small minds become giant forces. If you believe in your future, if you know you're not meant to stay stuck, then like this video and comment your own original motivational phrase below. I want you to write it like your life depends on it, because it does. Now let's go deep. Broke is not a condition, it's a mindset. Being broke is temporary. Staying broke, that's a mindset. You see, people confuse being broke with being poor, but they're not the same. Being poor is an identity. Being broke is a phase. Billionaires? Yes, the ones you admire, envy, or maybe even resent. Many of them were broke once, but they refused to stay there. Why? Because they thought like billionaires, even when they had nothing. When you're broke and you think like the broke, what happens? You start shrinking, you play safe, you settle. But when you're broke and you think like the rich, you expand, you invest in knowledge, you build something that nobody can take from you, your identity. The invisible wallet principle. Let me tell you a secret. Every billionaire carries a wallet you can't see. It's not filled with cash, it's filled with vision. Vision is the currency of the rich. When you're broke, your mind screams, I need money. But the billionaire mind whispers, I need leverage. Start practicing this invisible wallet concept today. You may not have $10,000, but do you have 10,000 ideas? Do you have 10,000 seconds of absolute focus to build something today? The invisible wallet is about operating like money is already on the way, so you move like you deserve it. The 3 mental locks that keep you broke. Let's break open the 3 locks holding you in poverty. And the scarcity loop. This is the thought pattern that whispers, there's never enough, I can't afford it, I better not risk it. This loop becomes a cage. Rich minds, they flip it. They say, how do I make it happen anyway? The comparison virus. Social media has infected your self-worth. You scroll, you compare, you shrink. But you're comparing your behind the scenes with someone's highlight reel. Billionaire minds don't compare, they compete with their own past. The now addiction, you want it now, the dopamine hit, the shortcut. But here's what you need to know. Success is boring, it's daily, it's hidden. Billionaires win not because they do everything, but because they do the right things daily. Your thoughts are making you poor. Let me say something that might offend you. You're not broke because of the economy. You're not broke because of your job. You're broke because your thoughts are too cheap. Every time you say, I can't, you close a door your future self needed open. From now on, I want you to catch every negative thought and say, that's not me anymore. Because if you think like a billionaire long enough, eventually, your bank account catches up. Final words for Section 1. Let today be the day you stop being broke in your mind, because the mind is the factory, and wealth is the product. The next time you feel poor, remind yourself, this is not my identity, this is just my starting point. Comment your most powerful, original motivational phrase down below. Write it, own it, believe it. This is how we rewire broke thinking into billionaire focus. And if this spoke to your soul even just once, smash that like button. Because this isn't just a video. This is your new financial future taking root. Now breathe deep. Where you learn how billionaires manipulate their own minds for victory. Now that you've broken the broke mindset, it's time to upgrade your mental software. This isn't about just thinking positively. This is about engineering your mind like the elite. Because billionaires aren't smarter than you. They're just trained differently. They play games, not with people, but with reality itself. Let's go deep. Billionaires use vision as a weapon. Most people use vision to dream. Billionaires use vision to dominate. While you're watching TV, they're watching their future before it exists. While you're reacting to life, they're writing their next chapter. Here's the secret. The rich don't just believe in their future, they become obsessed with it. They live from it. They speak as if it's already true. That's not delusion, that's reprogramming. You must see your future like it's already paid for, because when your vision is stronger than your reality has no choice but to follow. Identity is the real investment. Most people invest in stocks. The rich invest in identity. Want to know a dark truth? You will never outperform the story you tell yourself. You say, I'm trying to become successful. No. Billionaires say, I am successful, and my reality is catching up. It's not fake it till you make it. It's be it till you become it. You are not becoming rich. You are removing what's keeping you from seeing that you already are. The reality distortion field. Steve Jobs had this thing they called a reality distortion field. He believed the impossible so strongly that people around him started believing it too. That's not ego, that's mental leadership. If you walk into a room and shrink, you are agreeing with someone else's story. But if you walk in like your energy pays the bills, people respond differently. You don't have to be arrogant, but you do have to be certain. Certainty is the currency of influence, and the only way to get certainty? Repetition plus emotion. That's how the subconscious gets reprogrammed. Say it with me. I am already everything I'm chasing. Say it again, louder this time. Billionaire thoughts are compound interest. The poor focus on goals. The rich focus on habits of thought. One powerful thought repeated for 90 days will do more for you than 900 motivational videos you never apply. Here's how billionaires think. Who do I need to become? What's the system, not the event? How can I scale myself before I scale my income? They don't pray for more money. They ask for more clarity, certainty, and leverage. Want to get rich? Ask better questions. Warning, your brain is addicted to being average. Let me give it to you straight. Your brain doesn't want you to be rich. It wants you to be safe. It's addicted to your current reality, even if it sucks. That's why every time you get a brilliant idea, your mind tries to talk you out of it. The billionaire doesn't silence fear. He uses it. Fear becomes fuel, doubt becomes data, failure becomes feedback. This is the new equation. Discomfort plus discipline equals destiny. The rich use self-talk like a weapon. Your inner voice is either your biggest investor or your biggest thief. What do you say to yourself when nobody's listening? If your self-talk sounds like, I don't know how, I'm not ready, maybe later. You're programming your mind to lose before the game even starts. Billionaires say, I figure things out. I make moves, not excuses. I attract wealth because I am wealth. This isn't woo-woo. It's neural architecture. You become the words you repeat. So from today on, talk to yourself like you'd talk to your future millionaire self. Because if you wouldn't say it to a winner, stop saying it to yourself. Unlock the billionaire blueprint. To recap, see your future so vividly, reality gets nervous. Anchor your identity in who you're becoming, not who you were. Build your own reality distortion field with certainty. Think like an architect, not a survivor. Use self-talk like a billionaire weapon. And remember this. Your thoughts are the blueprint. Your actions are the construction crew. Your bank account isn't just numbers. It's a reflection of your internal operating system. Rewire your mind, and the money will follow. Not maybe, inevitable. Ready to step into the next phase? Let me ask you a dangerous question. Are you building something, or are you just watching others build? If you woke up today and the first thing you did was grab your phone, scroll TikTok, binge YouTube videos, let me be honest. You're not in creator mode. You're in consumer mode. And the longer you stay there, the poorer your reality becomes. The rich don't scroll, they build. The average broke mind says, I need inspiration to act. But the billionaire mind says, action is inspiration. While you're busy chasing dopamine hits from content, they're creating the content that generates income. Let me break your reality wide open. Every time you consume, you're making someone else rich. Every scroll, every binge, every just 5 more minutes, you're funding their dream, not yours. You don't need more motivation, you need a mirror. Scarcity thinking versus creation thinking. When you're stuck in survival mode, your mind says, how can I protect what little I have? But the wealthy mind says, how can I multiply what I already am? The poor obsess over prices, the rich obsess over value. You know what value is? It's not what you buy, it's what you create that others can't ignore. Billionaires don't chase money. They build things so valuable, money chases them. So stop asking, how can I make money today? And start asking, what can I create that solves a problem, tells a story, or builds a legacy? Replace entertainment with production. Entertainment is the new drug. It feels productive because it's emotional. But it's mental candy. It rots your ambition. Want to know a billionaire hack? Track your screen time. See where your hours are leaking, then turn that consumption into production. If you spend 2 hours watching someone's vlog, spend 2 hours writing your book. If you binge motivational speeches, record your own. Make a rule. For every 1 hour of consumption, spend 2 in creation. Watch how fast your life shifts. Train your brain to value output. Over opinion, here's a mindset that will make you dangerous. I create regardless of how I feel. You don't wait to be ready, you produce anyway. You don't ask for permission, you show up anyway. Because your output is your power, it's your currency. And the broke mind? It's addicted to opinion. What will people think? What if it flops? What if they judge me? Let me tell you what billionaires do. They ship the product. They post the video. They launch the business. They take the L and move on. They don't cry over feedback. They use it as data. Because they know repetition beats perfection. Create systems, not just goals. Broke minds chase goals. Wealthy minds build systems. Here's the truth. If your habits aren't aligned with your desires, you'll sabotage your destiny. A goal is a wish. A system is a machine. The billionaire mind wakes up and says, what can I automate, delegate, or scale? They create leverage, and leverage is what turns effort into exponential returns. Build value. When you have nothing, this is for you if you're starting from zero. Maybe you're broke. Maybe nobody believes in you. Maybe your bank account is bleeding. Good. Because value doesn't come from having money. It comes from building when nobody's watching. Do you know when Elon Musk became Elon Musk? Not when he was on magazine covers, but when he was sleeping on the office floor coding for hours. You become rich before the world notices. Invisible work creates visible wealth. So start now. Start dirty. Start messy. But start creating. What you produce will save you. Forget the follower count. Forget the likes. Forget the applause. Because in the end, your output is your army. Your value is your vault. And your consistency is your weapon. Every post, every article, every product, every connection, you are building a fortune one unseen brick at a time. So here's the mantra. I don't just consume, I create. I don't react, I produce. I don't chase, I attract. Repeat that every day until your brain believes it. Because when it does, your external world will follow. Are you ready to become a real architect of your future? This is it. The moment where you either become the version of you the world will never forget, or the one no one will ever know existed. You want wealth? You want freedom? Then stop waiting to feel rich and start acting like it. Because the final secret billionaires know is this: behavior is identity, and identity builds reality. Act. As if. Until it's real, there's a reason why the phrase act as if is so dangerous, because it works. You act as if you're disciplined, and you start becoming it. You act as if you're valuable, and others start believing it. You act as if you're wealthy, and the world responds differently to you. Don't wait to become confident. Act confident now. Don't wait to be financially free. Make decisions like someone who values their future over cheap pleasure. And here's the truth. You already know how the rich act. So act like it, without needing the money first. Your posture, your language, your energy, they signal your future. Rich people don't chase, they attract. Let me hit you with a truth that stings. Desperation repels, certainty attracts. The broke mind chases jobs, validation, handouts, followers, attention. But the rich mind? It sits in certainty. It expects opportunities. It attracts results because it's vibrating on the frequency of value. You don't become magnetic by trying harder. You become magnetic by becoming more. You walk into rooms with your energy already paid up front. And when people feel it, when life feels it, they have to respond. Richness is a frequency. Tune in. Think of your mind like a radio. There's a frequency for fear, a frequency for survival, a frequency for just enough, and then there's a frequency for abundance. It sounds like, of course things work out for me. I attract powerful people. I multiply money effortlessly. I am the source, not the seeker. This is how you tune in. You speak it before you see it. You behave before you believe. You give before you get. People wait for proof, but the rich move on belief. They tune their minds to money, and money shows up in response. How broke people sabotage themselves. Let's call it out. Here are 5 ways the average person stays poor, even when they want wealth. They wait for the perfect time. There's no perfect time. Only now. They talk like victims. It's not fair. I never get lucky. Those are the passwords to poverty. They think in hours, not impact. Billionaires don't trade time. They trade value. They fear judgment. But the rich know people are already judging you, so you might as well win while they talk. They stop too early. The difference between a broke man and a rich one gave up 3 feet before us. The breakthrough. You are not here to fit in. You are here to rise beyond the noise. Use behavior hacking to trigger wealth. Let's get tactical. Here are 5 billionaire behaviors you can start today, even if you're dead broke. Stand tall. Shoulders back. Head high. Your posture affects your perception, and your perception shapes your choices. Speak with precision and power. Billionaires don't say, I guess. They say, here's what I'm doing. Make decisions fast and commit. Overthinking is the graveyard of success. Create before you consume. Never touch your phone until you've made something that moves your life forward. Keep your environment clean and elevated. Rich energy hates clutter. Your space is a mirror of your standards. This isn't fake. This is forward. You're not pretending to be rich. You're practicing it so it becomes real. Stack beliefs, behaviors, and energy. Here's how the formula works. Belief, behavior, energy, results. When your belief is, I am valuable, your behavior becomes precise, focused, confident. That behavior triggers a new energy, and energy is what the world responds to. Clients, partners, love, money, it all starts showing up. Not because you forced it, but because you became it. Align your inner world. First, you can't create wealth from chaos. You can't attract abundance from insecurity. That's why the final step is alignment. You align your thoughts, your self-image, your habits, your space, and you begin transmitting wealth energy. And here's the most powerful truth of all. Money doesn't change who you are. It amplifies who you already decided to be. So don't wait for money to become high value. Become high value first. And watch how fast the world adjusts. Final words. You've made it through the full transformation. You've learned that being broke is a phase, but thinking poor is a prison. You've seen how billionaires play mind games with their own reality. You've learned to build, not binge, to produce, not scroll, to seat rich, think rich, and become rich. Now I want you to do 3 things. Comment an original motivational phrase that captures the new version of you. Make it powerful. Make it unforgettable. Like this video if you know your future is worth investing in. And only once, turn on notifications so you never miss a transformation that could change everything. This is Motivation Blessing. And today, you didn't just watch a video. You reprogrammed your financial destiny. Now walk like money walks with you. Speak like your voice prints currency. Move like the world owes you nothing, because you're about to own everything. Your mind is now billionaire coded. Act accordingly.